Hey everybody, this is Rachel from I Am Partners. I'm just creating this video here because, we all know that the internet is a great place, but unfortunately it's a great place for crooks and scammers too. And so I just wanted to give you some quick tips, some things you can be on the lookout for to protect yourself against being taken in one of these scams or phishing or malware or any of those things. So here's an example of an email that someone close to me received several months back. Now, this person owns a nonprofit, so when they get an email like this that looks like it's from the Better Business Bureau, they were very concerned. So they forwarded me the email. They had me look at it, and they asked me if I could look at it and tell them whether or not it was something they should be concerned about. Well, as I already mentioned, this person owns a nonprofit, not a business. So right away I found it suspicious that the Better Business Bureau would be contacting an owner of a nonprofit. To my knowledge, is not even able to be registered as a business because it's a nonprofit. But at any rate, it just seemed suspicious to me. So what I did was I looked at the email and I just determined that this is not right. This is bogus. This is suspicious. And I contacted the Better Business Bureau, and I copied this original email into an email to the Better Business Bureau, and I let them know that there's something not right about this. I think you need to look into it. And then it turned out that later on, the website itself, the legitimate Better Business Bureau website itself, did post a warning that this phishing scam was out there, that it was coming in through emails, probably from overseas. You could see the text there yourself, and there's also a video that goes with it. Now, my whole point in creating this video is to help you be able to figure out when an email you get is valid or not. How do you know if, say for example, PayPal.com sends you an email? How do you really know if it's from PayPal.com? I use PayPal as an example because that's the one of many that happened to me. So I got an email that said it was from PayPal.com, and right away bells and alarms went off in my head because I did not have that email address linked to my PayPal account. So then I contacted PayPal and said, listen, I got an email, says it's from you, really don't think it is. It's asking for information about my account, but my account is not linked to this email address. PayPal got back to me right away. Thanks for sending us that. That really is spam. I'm glad that you told us. Blah, 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 blah. I then marked it as spam in my inbox and trashed it. And if ever you see an email come in that's not legitimate, that's what you need to do as well. Now, once again, how do you really know? Here's an example of an email I got from Overstock.com. Now it looks and feels like Overstock.com, but say I didn't know. Say there was something about it that I was just like, yeah, I don't know. That may or may not be Overstock.com. How can you tell? You can do this with any email and any email client such as Gmail, Yahoo, Mail.com, whatever your program is. There's a way to do this. Right now I'm going to show you how to do this in Yahoo. So you go into the email, you go up here where it says Actions, and you come down here to where it says Full Header, View Full Header. Now, a lot of this is just going to look like gobbledygook because it's code, and unless you understand coding, which I understand a little bit, but not all of that, you just won't be able to make sense of that. But before all that, you'll see a few things that you will understand. Here, for example, is my email address. So it was indeed sent to my email address, obviously, or I wouldn't be able to see it. But where it came from is where you see there, received, domain of sales.overstock.com. Now, that is a legitimate email address. How do you know? Because the domain matches the company domain. A lot of these bogus emails that come in will say something like, you know, I don't know, sometimes they have a different country name, and then they have MSN or something else, and the string is like 3 feet long, and then it would say overstock.com. That's what should raise your suspicion and have you flag that as spam and notify the company that this bogus person or company is trying to come off as. So if this said anything but overstock.com, I would be contacting overstock.com, letting them know that I got an email where someone's trying to pass themselves off as overstock.com, but they are not overstock.com. Now, how do you do that in Gmail? Gmail, it's a little bit different. I'll use this one here as an example. So we look at the beginning of the email, and it says it's from IBO Toolbox Notifications. The domain should be ibotoolbox.com, just like it says there. Now, how do you check to make sure that, once again, that path or that address is really what it should be? You come down here next to where it says reply, there's this little drop down arrow. You click that. Go down to where it says show original. Once again, here's all the gobbledygook that you don't need to really pay attention to. Here's what you need to pay attention to. Oops. Return path. Received from. All of this matches ibotoolbox.com. ibotoolbox.com. Everything about the header in this email tells me it was indeed sent from ibotoolbox.com. That means this is a perfectly legitimate email to open and do whatever with. You don't need to report something like that. So other than, having to rip apart the source code like that, how can you be more vigilant about what you're getting in your inbox? Simply ask yourself some questions before you even open that email. Are you expecting an email from that person or that company? Have you done business with that person or that company that they should be emailing you? If not, then don't open the email and report it, because chances are it was sent by someone, possibly overseas like this BBB one was, where they're trying to extract information from your computer without your knowledge, without your authorization. It puts you at risk, it puts anybody on your contact list at risk, it puts your personal information out there for anybody's use. I just would urge you caution. Don't take it for granted that the email you're getting is from the person or the company that it says it's from. Look at the headers like I just showed you, and just be safe in all your online transactions. And I hope that's helpful to you.